All the extremists want to make us believe that there is a clash between civilization. Not only the neoconservatives, the Islamists do believe also that there is a clash between civilization, or a clash between Islam and the rest of the world, and especially the Western world. I think one of the major duties that we have as intellectuals is to resist to those both extremism and this false way to see the actual challenges, and explain that the clash do exist, but the clash is not between civilization. The clash is definitely between people who want theocratic and religious references to do political thing, and people who want to preserve the politic from the religious influence and the religion from the politic influence. That means that the clash is between fundamentalists who have a political project and secularists. They can be believers or not, they can be from every type of religion, but they want to live in countries where we decide what is the best for all and not what is the religion for all, what is the most faithful to religion. And if you observe in which country the religious minorities are the most respected, including also the non-believers, it is in countries who are the most secularist. All the countries who have one religion for reference and who are not enough secularist, all of these countries do oppress not only non-believers, but also the other religion, also their religious minorities. So this is a major, major clash, but it is an intellectual one, not at all a civilization one. The success of Geert Wilders today in Netherlands is really the result of some confusion. For too long time, the left in Netherlands wanted to avoid certain subjects. And instead of saying there is a way to be anti-racist and a way to resist to fanaticism in the same time, instead of doing that, they prefer to avoid sensitive issue and let them to the populist right. And what is going on today? Every country where you see that, the populist right is increasing. And Geert Wilders is one of these symptoms that we do not have to avoid sensitive issues. We have to face them very clearly, both in a very generous way, but in a very brave way to be anti-racist and secularist in the same time. Because if we do not do it, then Geert Wilders and many other populists in other countries in Europe will win the election, will win the public opinion. So when a populist tries to explain that more you have Algerian or more you have people from Muslim country, more you will have fanatism, it is a xenophobic approach. This is why I recognize Geert Wilders to have the right to say that, but I want the right to contest it. And this is the debate we have in Europe today. This is a debate about just living together. And it is not about Islam, and it is not about Jewish, and it is not about, not even religion. It is about living together. The solution I think we will find at the end of the day, it's not too bad, is to say, let the shops, the people who are in charge of the public places, for example, in the public transport, let the agent of those places have the possibility to ask to the clients to show their faces for just security reason. It's not in the name of secularism, it's not even in the name of the women's right, it's just for security reason. We do need to see the faces of the people in those places. If we do think that we are living in a society where for the security and for the living together we need to see the faces of people, religion should not be an exception. And especially when it is absolutely not in the religion, because the fact of covering his face is absolutely not in Islam a recommendation. It is an approach of some very, very extremist group, and we can have the possibility, at the minimum, to discuss about this. To discuss about this without being accused of being Islamophobic, because first of all, it has no link with Islam at all, and secondly, because we are just living in the same society and we are used to speak about women's rights, about citizenship, and we want to continue to do it. Because you have to understand that those stories of veil, burqa, all of these problems, we are facing them because there is extremist group who want us to debate about that, who want us to be divided by that. It is not only a debate with dividing, for example, some Muslim country and some European countries, not at all. It is a debate inside Europe.